All right, so we're going to do a quick review of what we learned so far this week, starting with how to download our files from School Loop. So I've already got our lesson here at the bottom here, so I'm going to open up assignment 102B. And the first thing that we do in CAD is we always want to open up with one of our templates. So for the next few weeks, we're just going to be using the basic template. So all I have to do is download this once to my desktop. And then we should be able to use it from there. So we're going to view this in the Finder, and I want to make sure that I have this set to open with CAD. So right now I actually have Adobe Illustrator set as my default. So everybody went through and they changed their defaults to open their AutoCAD files using AutoCAD. So I'm going to go to Other here, and I'm going to scroll down to Autodesk. And then in here is where we'll find the AutoCAD application. I'm still running an older version on my laptop, which I need to update. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say always open with this application. So that's going to permanently configure the Macintosh to open this application with AutoCAD. So we're just going to click open. And it's just letting me know I've downloaded this file from the internet, but I'm going to say that is fine. And here we go. I have our basic template opened up like so. Alright, so next thing we're going to do, now that we have AutoCAD open, is we're going to go and open up the software assignment for today. And going back to our School Loop, we have 102B JPEG. And so here I have an idea of what my file looks like. And whenever we open up a file, the first thing we want to do is sort of what I call plan our attack. And so looking at this assignment, I could draw my outer box first, for example, but I really don't want to do that because I'm going to have to count every single little box here. So what's going to be easier is I'm going to start with my center here and then slowly move my way out one box at a time. And so far we've only learned how to use the line tool, so I'm going to draw this with our line tool. So I'm going to go back to our CAD, and then I'm going to zoom in a little bit. And just going to pan over here since we've got a few files. And using our line tool, and I want to make sure that I have both my grid displayed, and I can toggle this here on our visual aids going on and off that way. And then I'm also going to snap, make sure this is enabled. Our snap mode is going to allow us to actually snap to each of these intersecting points on our grid. So just with our line tool, I'm going to begin going down to over 4, up 1, and over 4. So I've drawn my first shape, and now I want to end using my line tool for the moment. So I'm going to hit enter, and now I want to start a line at another point, and since I just used the line tool, I just hit the enter button to access that line tool again. And I'm going to start this time on the top, and I'm just going to go around one box larger than before, hitting enter twice. I'm getting into a little rhythm here. So I'm now done with our first shape. I'm going to move down to our next shape, and looking at it I can tell that it is one block down and is the same width as our shape before. So I'm just going to go all the way here. And then it looks like it goes down to our next major grid point. And then down 1, 2, 3, 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down to here. And I'm just going to keep on going. And I'm feeling a little lazy, so I'm just going to snap these to all my points without actually picking up from my pen, just to make it a little bit faster. And I've now completed that shape. And then our next shape begins right about here. And goes down, down 2, then a 45, over 2, up 2, over, like so. And I'll just fill in the blanks, and again, I'm feeling a bit lazy, so I'm just going to go from side to side like so. Alright, and there's one more shape to do, but you guys get the idea from there. So again, we use our mouse wheel to zoom in and out, and then by pushing down on the mouse wheel, that'll activate the pan tool to be able to move around. You can also hit P for pan. That activates my pan tool so I can move around, still zooming in and moving. And then we also learn pressing enter. We'll repeat our last steps. And then the other thing that we learned was the rectangle tool. So if I just want to say draw this shape, instead of doing lines, I would obviously be able to save myself a huge amount of time just by drawing these rectangles. So I can just go down and over 4, and now it's really easy to make that a lot larger. So we'll quickly learn with AutoCAD that you can often draw something using one tool, but knowing the right tools to use at the right time can certainly make a huge amount of difference in both the quality, accuracy, and speed of your drawing. And we talked a little bit about deleting objects. We can simply select an object and hit delete to delete it. We can also scroll over objects, and we'll talk about that more in detail as well later. And that pretty much covers everything that we learned in AutoCAD. Some sort of basic knowledge that we talked about the company. AutoCAD is made by a company called Autodesk. AutoCAD was first released in December of 1982, and they did have some preliminary Macintosh stuff, but they actually discontinued all Mac development back in 1992, and finally reintroduced it in 2010. Fall of 2010 was their first major release of a comparable Mac product in quite some time. And in class we're using 2013. There are a number of different sort of flavors of AutoCAD. Obviously the AutoCAD for Windows, AutoCAD for Macintosh. This is sort of a less expensive, lighter version of CAD. Then we have special ones for architecture, civil engineering, electrical engineering, and all kinds of crazy stuff. So again, this is just the AutoCAD family of products. And AutoCAD isn't cheap. A retail price will run you $4,195. If you've paid this price and you've got 2013 and now you want to upgrade to 2014 next year, odds are they're going to charge you about $2,000 just to upgrade the software. So definitely a robust package, and they have the price tag to accompany that. So other things that we discussed in class: if you need help, first ask yourself, then you want to ask a partner. Next thing you're going to do is you want to check the help section in CAD. Unfortunately, the Windows section is still a bit weak, but you can get some of your sort of basic questions answered there. You will find that the Windows version definitely has a much more robust help section. If you can't get any help there with the software help section, then you want to check Google. Basically, just type in your question in Google, make sure you mention you're using AutoCAD, and you might even want to specify AutoCAD for Mac or even AutoCAD for Mac 2013, and that should give you some pretty good results there. If that doesn't work, you will definitely want to ask one of the TAs, and if they either don't know or are unavailable, then you're welcome to ask me. So that should get all your questions answered, give you some help. Even if you're at home, you can certainly use Google to get your questions answered there as well. So that's it for this week. Good luck taking the quiz, and see you in class.